to live up to our ambition, we have a very particular duty to those most in need. We have to get it right for every child. Recently, I've been spending some time with young people who've grown up in care. Some of them are here today. We welcome you to our conference. Their stories have moved me deeply. These young people have challenged me to accept Who Cares Scotland's pledge to listen to 1,000 care experience young people over the next 2 years, and then to use what they tell me to help make their lives better. I've accepted that challenge. Don't get me wrong, many young people who grow up in care go on to do great things. And the staff and the foster carers who work with looked after kids do an amazing job. Let us thank them publicly today. And real progress is being made. School exclusions are down. The number of children living in permanent rather than temporary placements is up. But we cannot ignore the reality for too many children in care. Only 6% go to university. Nearly half will suffer mental health issues. Half of the adult prison population are people who lived in care when they were growing up. And worst of all, and this breaks my heart, a young person who has been in care is 20 times more likely to be dead by the time they are 25 than a young person who hasn't. Conference, this simply has to change, and I am determined that it will change. So I am going to do what these young people have asked me to do. I am announcing today that we will launch an independent root and branch review of the care system. It will look at the underpinning legislation, practices, culture and ethos, and it will be driven by those and it will be driven by those who have experience of care. Conference, this is not something that any other country has ever done before. We will do it here in Scotland first. You know, the young people who speak to me make a simple but very powerful point. They say the system feels like it is designed only to stop things happening. And of course, it must have safeguards and protections. But children don't need a system that just stops things happening to them. They need one that makes things happen for them. They need a system that supports them to become the people they can be. One that gives them a sense of family, of belonging, of love. My view is simple. Every young person deserves to be loved. So let's come together and make this commitment to love our most vulnerable children and give them the childhood they deserve. That's what inclusion means in practice. Conference